Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. It's Thursday, March 6th, and the market opened up a little red. I was warning you guys last night. I wasn't completely convinced, and it is a red heat map this morning. So let's go through, see what's going on. We'll come back to our SPY. Let me see what it's down right now. Let's see what it is down. 548. It gave back everything that it was up last night. And remember what I was saying last night. I wasn't convinced. So here we go. Let's look at our Jolie's jumpers. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence. AGMH. Let's look at that bad boy moving this morning. And it is moving this morning, that's for sure. And again, I think we're going to hold on to that pattern. I don't know if it's breaking today, guys, with it being down. Maybe it'll reverse around, but I wasn't convinced yet. But AGMH definitely jumping up here. It is 14 to 25. It's at 19. And again, it's probably just going to run up and bounce down. I have a feeling they're going to hold that pattern here for a little while. That FBGL, that was running up yesterday. I know that. That's that new one we've been looking at. And let's see what it's up to. It's not moving yet this morning. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, it is. I'm lying. It is moving this morning here. 106 to 126 and back to 94. So it did run up some more after yesterday. So that was at FBGL and FLD. Fold Holdings right here. Looks like a shell company. It's a capital market. And FLD. Yeah, that thing's running up, crawling up, about to hit the MACD. I'm not sure if it's going through it. 631 up to 660, and that's where it's at. So keep an eye on that right now. And remember what we were talking about last night, that GV. What did I say to you guys? Watch it in the morning. And there you go. It's up what? From 428 to 595. It's at 571. So gave you that popper last night. AILG. This one's starting to cruise, and it is looking good this morning. ILAG. I think we had this on the list, and I had this last night. I'm almost positive. I know I was looking at it yesterday. I have to look at the list again, but I'm pretty sure if not, yeah, it was on the top of the second row. That's it. Definitely popping up here, and let's see what it's up to. I know yesterday it was running up 55 to 74, and it's at 65 now. It did go to 69. It opened at 65 and it went up 69, and it's at 65 right now. But keep an eye on that thing as it curls up. Big curl up right there. Nauticus Robotics is KITT, and this one is setting up. Excuse me. And again, I think we're going to keep this pattern. It did jump up. Oh, that one looks like it crossed through but came up to the 20. It could very well pull itself back down, but it is jumped up here. KITT. It was jumped up yesterday, 96 to 136. Closed at 134, and then today it's 130, and it's pulling itself back there. So again, I'm not sure if it's going to go through. KNW, No Labs, and this one jumped up yesterday. I know that because we were looking at it, and it was KNW. And let's see, it did run up yesterday, 290 to 947, and it closed at 421. And then this morning it opened at 310 and went up to 477, but it's back down to 346. So we'll see. That one does look like it has the chance to run some more. So we'll look at it. And MFI, we were looking at this last night, and it was crawled up, going up. And let's see what it's doing this morning here. And yesterday it did run up 55 to 90. It closed at 79 right now, 73, and it came back down to 63. It's at 69 right now for MFI. And let's see what PRTS is here. Car parts. Oh, this company is actually good. Carparts.com. I even know it was a publicly traded company, but it just ran up right there. PRTS. And it ran up yesterday 106 to 128. It closed at 125. Today 118 to 121, and that's where it's sitting. But keep an eye on it. It was running up pretty healthy, a little healthy pullback, but could get moving again. I'll keep an eye on that one. PRTS Car Parts and TCTM right here. TCTM Kids Education in China. I know we looked at this not long ago, and what's it doing? It looks like it's kind of pulling back here. TCTM. It ran up some yesterday right there, 42 to 67. And then today it's at 46, and it's down at 41 right now. So there you go for that TCTM. And we can keep an eye and see if them China education and service ones want to get popping. But I'm not so sure. Clue did that reverse split. They were looking really good there, and then all of a sudden they fell off. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to pop because sometimes that happens. They'll look real good, and then a month later they get rocking and rolling. So there you go. Or at our Joey's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. And we'll jump right into our laptop lowdowns right now. AGMH. Let's look at that one and see what that looks like because these are always great setups right here. And this one looks like it's already popping up this morning. AGMH. There you go. It certainly is 14 to 25. It's at 20 right now. So there you go with that AGMH bouncing up there. And I know it was on the list before. And there you go, ALZN. That one's going to start curling up. And again, I think we did see our bottoms. I'm not so sure we're ready to start popping yet, but we could have our bottoms and have the market just bounce around for a little bit, like a week or so, and then really get set up again. We're going to look at it tomorrow, today and tomorrow with that crypto summit and see what's going on. This ANVS is trying to get moving right here. So keep an eye on ANVS, not looking bad as well. And AREB, let's see what that one's doing. American Rebel. AREB right here. And that one's just kind of pulling back. It was trying to run up the other day, 48 to 52. This was yesterday. It's at 44. We'll let it pull back a hair. It's sitting in a good spot, though. So I'll take a look at that today. DFLI, that Dragonfly energy is taking a nice dip into the basement. DFLI. Let's see. Yeah, that bottom could be trying to get in around 118, 116 there. We'll see. It could be pulling back a little more. I'll keep an eye on DFLI and DLHC. And that one is getting down to that bottom as well, starting to curl up. So you might want to keep an eye on this one, DLHC. Yeah, that one's getting close. Yesterday could be its bottom right there at 474. It's at 477. We'll see if it wants to pull back anymore. And again, it's crawling up for that first time. Maybe it's not ready. So that's why I'm saying we're going to keep an eye on these bad boys and make sure we know today if that pattern's broken. It was looking better yesterday, but I wasn't convinced. And now you can probably see why. So here we go with GFR, Green Fire Resources, and that looks like it's trying to bottom out here. So we'll make sure that is bottoming out, and then we'll see if it wants to curl right up there. And GNLN is that Green Lane Holdings. I know we've been looking at this one, and this one looks like it tried to bottom out. So a lot of these do look bottomed out, but again, this is curling up to hit that MACD, and I'm not so sure it's getting through. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on these and see if it can break that pattern. But as of right now, it hasn't been able to. And Hydro Farm Holdings, HYFM, that's a beautiful dip into the basement right there. We'll have to keep an eye on this one to see when it wants to get set up, but it'll probably dip down a little bit more. And ICCT, that's at iCore Connect, and that one is pulling back right there. So ICCT, I know we were looking at it before, and it had run up, and now it's just kind of flat. And we'll look for that bottom on that one. And let's look at Icon because we've been looking at this thing, and it's just not ready yet. But it does look like it finally based out down here, and it could try to get moving. So I will keep my eye on Icon. Yeah, I think it is trying to bottom out after that next level down dip. And a lot of them been doing that with that dip and rip, but they're dipping down and making like a whole nother level down. LGMK, I think that one could be moving. I know it was yesterday. Let's see and the day before today is. Yeah, today it's at 18 cents. What it closed? It closed at 18. It's just sitting there this morning, but not looking bad for Logic Mark. Make sure you keep an eye on that one. I know we looked at it. LVLU, Lulus Fashion Lounge. And this one's way in the basement down here at 61 cents. LVLU. Yeah, we'll have to watch that one stay in the basement and see when it wants to curl back up and move. Let's see what kind of move this wants to make because it is Movano. It's a medical device company, and that's a really nice dip right there. MOVE. Yeah, that's a serious dip right there. So let me see what kind of move that makes today. And that is MOVE and OPAL, Opal Fuels. This one's making a base down here. They do have earnings coming up next week on Thursday, next Thursday, a week from today. And I bet it's going to set up for that, appears, because it is way down there. And again, I'm just not convinced that these are all ready to rock and roll just yet. PSTV, I think crypto's getting really ready to rock and roll, but maybe not the market just yet. PSTV looks like it's trying to bottom out down here. And we'll keep an eye on that one because that one could be a really good setup. Plus therapeutics right there. And SGN, I remember signing day sports had run up big and it's way down here, dipping down, but we'll see. It's in one of them spots where it could definitely be its bottom, but it could also hit that MACD and pull back down another level. So SGRP SPAR Group, and we were looking at this the other day, and we'll have to keep an eye on it as it's trying to curl up right there. And SUNE, this is a really good one we were just looking at. And this one had a really big dip, and it is trying to curl. And it does look like it's trying to make that base, but again, it could just hit that MACD and come down a whole nother level. VLCN, that Volcon, we've definitely been watching this, and it looks like it bottomed out possibly yesterday. So we'll look at it. And again, you can't really tell on these because one day they look bottomed, and the next day they go lower, and it is crazy. But we can kind of tell when they're getting curled up. That Wheeler's been in the basement for a while too, WHLR, and that took more of a dip. So you definitely have to be very, very patient. And again, I don't think it's really ready to get cruising yet, the market. And WINT was looking better this morning. I know that. I saw that Windtree, WINT, and it is trying to curl up 185 to 233, and it's at 205 right now. So that is WINT, and that's your laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much, Laptop Travel. And let me go ahead and see what's going on here in the market. Let's see what it looks like. And it's red. So it is a red market. Microsoft, Nvidia, AVGO, Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, Walmart, everything that you can look at is a little bit red right there. So let's go through and see what's going on. This SPY is down 615, just came completely back down. And again, I was not convinced it was ready. It is making a base down here, but I wasn't, it wasn't ready yet. We'll play it today and I'll let you guys know what it looks like. But yeah, that's what it looked like to me. And it wasn't completely ready. Here we go. Let's take a look at Apple and see what AAPL is doing. It's down $1.23. And like I'm saying, yesterday could be their bottoms. Maybe they just dip down a little bit lower. This market's a little crazy, but they don't seem to be ready. And I don't think we're getting rid of that pattern just yet. Amazon's down 287, was bounced up yesterday. And I guess this one's going to do it too. I mean, like I said, they're just not ready. They were looking great yesterday until they come up the next day and they're like hitting that MACD like Google. It's like the second time, and I guess it's going to be pulling back here. So like we were talking about, it was looking good, and then you get this really good pullback where it's going to pull back even lower. So yeah, that's what Google's looking at. And Meta right here, META, is down $4, and Meta could be dipping. It was trying to bounce back up yesterday, but I'm not so sure. And Microsoft's down 483. It was jumping up yesterday and hitting that line right there. And like I said, I think they're going to be bouncing off. So I wasn't completely convinced yesterday, and I'm really not convinced now. And Nvidia is down 295, and it's at 114, and it does look like it could be pulling back right there. And let's look at ASTS real quick. It's down $1.11. It hit that resistance and came down a little bit. And let's see, we were talking about last night with Ben, and it got up to that 34.10, and this morning 33.47. Its high was 33.49, and its low is 32.45. So kind of depended on the day, and it hit that, but it's not bad. It's in that channel. This is what I was saying last night where it had that 3450 area, and then it had that support line at 3250 area. It's at 3269. And what I was saying is if it can get over that 3450 area, it could get bouncing. So obviously it could turn back around, has good support here, and it doesn't look bad. It just looks like a little healthy pullback at the moment, why the market's red. So that is that ASTS. And we were talking about it yesterday with Ben, and AMC is down just a hair. And some of these were trying to set up. I know Chewy was. Let's see what that one's doing this morning. I just skipped GameStop, but Chewy is not moving yet this morning, but was looking pretty good yesterday. So curious as to what that looks like. GameStop looks like it's down a hair right there, and that Unity might be down as well. So there you go with them bad boys. And yeah, Unity's hitting, but that one's crossing from the up, so it could roll off. So we'll keep an eye on Unity because that's what they've been doing, guys. That are rolling off the MACD, coming back down. And you get them pop ups, then bounces down, bounce downs, and then when they're under, they're just hitting it and coming down like 3 or 4 times. We definitely know what's going on. So there you go with them bad boys. And let's go ahead and look at our semiconductors because AVGO is down $8. And then they had their earnings what yesterday? Yeah, they had them. Oh, they have them today. So yeah, AVGO has their earnings today, and it is pulling back there. MU's down 249. That was trying to roll yesterday, and again, not. It doesn't look like it's going to get through. TSM pulling back. It's tried to hit that MACD a few times now, and it hasn't been able to get through. So yeah, they're just going to wait until they get all the way down to their like bottoms to get cruising, and we'll know because the whole market will get rolling. And SMCI, this one's down as well, sitting on your 50. So we'll take a look at that one and see what it's doing today. But it is just sitting right there on that 50. And AMD did pull back $1.76. And again, I don't think it's getting through. So we said if they could curl up and get through, they would run, but it doesn't look like it. And QCOM making a base down here, it's down $3. And INTC is down 32 cents and looked like it wanted to pull back some more. Let's look at that PayPal because it was looking good yesterday, and another one. I don't know if it's going to get curling through, guys. So that's what they look like. Dell is down $1.93, and Snow is down 3.93, and looks like, and this one could take a dip if it doesn't get through, and it doesn't look like it's going to. So Snow could be coming down right there. And let's look at our PLTR. That one's down $1.85 and looks like it's getting pulled back a little bit. And good old Marriott is down 29 cents, but definitely getting set up there. Riot's looking pretty good right there. Clean Spark isn't looking bad. It's down, but it's hitting that line, curling up, so it could easily bounce down. And let's look at our micro strategy right here. It's down $4. It was jumped up yesterday. It's curled through just a little bit flat right there, and that'll lead us right into our crypto. So let's do that. And MicroStrategy did jump up onto that 20 and sitting right there on your 20. And that's at about 302. We're at 304. So let's see if it stays in that channel up until that 320 something, 327 area. And that is MicroStrategy. And let's see what's going on here. Solana's at 150. Bitcoin's at 91,029. Ethereum's at 2,286. Ripple's at 259. It was looking good last night. Cardano did pull back a little. It's at 94 cents. Doge is at 20, almost at 21. That was looking really good last night after I was looking at them. And let's see what else is going on here. I think that's all of them right there. And let's take a look and see what else is going on. Well, Link's coming up. That's at 1740 and H bar, but I'll hop into the charts and see what they're up to real quick. And yeah, Bitcoin at 90,785. It's just bouncing around right now. And H bar's at 24 cents, just pulled back a hair. So nothing crazy right there. But let's get looking and see what they want to do. Bitcoin is crossed through, and it does look good, guys. So I think they're getting set up for the summit right here. So keep an eye on these bad boys. I think they're going to be cruising. Solana's at 149. It was at 150 this morning. I know that. It was up a little bit more. and it does look really good right there, guys. Solana wants to get rolling. I know Ripple wants to get ripping. It's at 257, and let's see. Yeah, it looks like it wants to get ripping, guys. I have it super, super cheap. I mean, way cheap. And then I even added some to it because that thing looks really good. And it just wants to get cruising. Cardano is under 94 right now. Let's see. It had a little bit of pullback. Let's see, ADA. And it had just run up so much. I think it's got to pull back a little bit just to get reset up, but I don't think it's bad. So just watch for any pullback on ADA Cardano, and that's not looking bad. And like I said, Doge is almost at 21. Let's look at it. It was looking really good last night. Let me see if it still looks good right here. And yeah, Doge is trying to curl up really good, guys. So keep an eye on your Doge right there because that's not looking bad. And let's look at that H bar real quick because I'm telling you, this thing's been looking good. It has pulled back just a hair this morning. I mean, barely, but just that, like just under 25 cents right here. And let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it's curling up. It's just a little bit of healthy pullback, but this thing's looking good right there. H bar. And there you go. Where's ETF 500 at? I'll look at that. Hold on. And that looks like it's at a 5 million market cap. Yep, that's where it's at, right at 5 million. And I'm telling you, let me look at that chart because that looks pretty good, guys. That looks like it wants to start moving. I have a feeling this weekend could be a little wild for crypto or something, especially after that summit on Friday. So there you go with that. Crypto getting set up, and like I said, our market's just not ready, and I didn't think it was. EHT, isn't that what is it? EHT, hold on. What is the Ethereum thing? ETH, isn't that? Yeah, ETH, not EHT. ETH. I'm like, what? My brain just like stopped working for a second. ETH is what it is, Ethereum Grayscale. And let's see. Oh yeah, that thing. And again, you got to be careful. It's coming off that bottom. It does look really good. And crypto does look like it wants to curl through, but we do know that they like to take a few times, but this does have that support. I'll keep an eye on that ETH and we'll look at it. And there you go. SUNE should run after they closed their 15 million direct offering. Yeah, we were looking at that pulling back nice, so that will be good. And hopefully tomorrow, cryptocurrency summit will refresh Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, Ripple, like coffee, and head straight for the moon. So there you go, Angie Klein. And yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good thing. They're looking pretty good right there. And what do I expect to come out of Crypto Summit and impact the coin? Let's look at Coinbase actually. COIN is down a little bit. And again, making a really nice curl up right there. And but is it going to get through? I'm not sure. And Robinhood, the same thing, just pulling back a little bit. And that thing's going to bottom out. It's got some good support. Maybe it pulls back a little bit, but going to be great. And I think that Crypto Summit's going to be great for these things. You can see them getting set up, guys. It's going to get wild really, really soon. And this is what we've been talking about. We just had a whole lot of pullback, and yeah, they're really just big dips for really, really big rips coming up. Like I said, you're going to see these things coming up real soon, flying around like crazy and possibly running through the summer. So just keep your eye. I think crypto is going to get really cruising. XHLD, what is that one? XHLD 10 holdings. That's a new one. And just kind of pulling back, not really doing a whole lot. We'll keep an eye on that one. W. And let's see what else. I think we got everything right there. Yep, no problem. It is ETH, and we got that one. So thank you very much. And let's see what else is going on here. Let me check the scanners and the news. Dow futures dropped nearly 400 points as selling returns to Wall Street on Trump tariff confusion. The scariest word in economics is back, stagflation. And NASDAQ futures reel from weak results, AI worries, and stock market today. Dow futures drop. Dollar weakens further, and some market signals aren't working like they used to. Oh, really? And here's the one to watch. I think we know which one to watch, guys, for our Market Watch. They might want to watch our show. I'd be funny if they say what we've been saying. I'd be like, they're watching our show. Because I don't know anyone that has that signal down and that pattern. We picked that right up, and it did take a couple weeks, I'm sure, but we did pick it up. That TRNR, guys, is looking really good right there again. So keep an eye on that thing because it does. It looks pretty strong to try to get back moving, and I could see it trying to rock up there. So keep an eye on that. And what else is moving up here this morning? Let's see. That AGMH looks like it was running up. Good old GV, TRNR, and our No Labs. So they were like our big runners this morning. And we pretty much, I don't know, did we look at, yeah, AGM Group. We looked at that. And so there you go with them bad boys. Let me see what's going on the scanners real quick. AGMH, CUTR. This one doesn't look bad. It's jumped up here, so we have to take a look at it. And that is Cutera. That's a medical device company. We looked at it recently, but it did take a big dip yesterday. It's bouncing up. I'll keep an eye on it right there and see what it wants to do. CUTR and that GV and MSTU's down a hair. KITT we just talked about. Um, let's see what else is going on. That JD, I think we saw that on the stock twits, and that's up. TRNR and ADTX, just a little bit of pullback right there. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, I don't see anything real crazy happening there, and especially nothing that we've already covered. I think we basically covered the entire market nonstop. And keep an eye on that ILAG. We were all over that yesterday. It is moving up today. So there you go with them bad boys. And let me see what's going on in the stock twits world. See what's trending over here. Let me see. Our spies down, QQQ's down, JD's up, GRRR. That thing's been running like a monster lately. It is pulled back there. Maybe it is coming out of the top, but that thing's just been an animal. GRR, that's that Gorilla Technology. And AVGO is down. Remember MRVL, that Marvel, that was looking bad and coming down. It looks like how much did it come down? $15. That would have been a good one to short. And again, that look where they're just not crossing up, guys. SWTX, what is that one? Springworks. I don't know that one. But that looks like it's coming down some more. And that MDB is that one that we had looked at. MongoDB, it did run up, and that one's coming back down. So DJT is falling down as well. And that is down 30 cents. So they're not ready to get set up yet. And let's look at Austin Gold, and that's just sitting there. But keep an eye on that. If that can crawl through, and again, it came down, and now it's trying to crawl up. We'll see if it can do it, but I'm not exactly sure. And let's look at Gold, GOLD, and see what Barrick Gold's doing. And that one's not looking too bad. And again, cross down. I think they're going to be pulling back, guys, just to get set up again. So I don't know if they're crossing through like everything else. And that's what they look like right now. And again, I wasn't exactly convinced that they were going to be moving. And there you go. They closed green really good. And then all of a sudden you have that pullback. Let me go ahead and look at the messages real quick. ALLR, Alarity Therapeutics. Let's see what that's doing. Just a little healthy pullback, honestly. Doesn't look too bad right there. ALLR. Yeah, it's hitting the 50. Maybe it comes back down to like 96 and you're at your 20 again because it did run right through it yesterday, but not looking bad for ALLR. I can't say. So if it pulls back, it might just be a little healthy. And HIII has room to go higher. Let's look at this bad boy. I know then we look at it, Huntington Ignals. And yeah, I think you're right, Luis Rodriguez. I think that is jumping up. It's up $1.91, and it does look like it has room to go a little higher there. So, and even so, it ran up 192 to 196. It's at 193 right now. I guess if it did pull back under this 50 right here at 186, it's going to come back into the 170s, but then get set up. Not that you want to be in it if it pulls back, but yeah, see if it can run up a little bit more there for HII. And there you go with them bad boys. And let's see what else is happening here. Let me just take a look if I missed anything. No, I think I got all that. Nothing crazy looking on the market side, and we went over them. We did our Joey's jumpers, we did our laptop lowdowns, our crypto, our big caps, our SPY, and let's just see where that's at the moment. But we know that the market's a little red. And like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be popping just yet. So yeah, let it bottom out down here. It's getting set up almost like a week or two. You can see it might be pulling back. So keep an eye on the SPY. I'll look at it today, keep you guys updated. If it does want to crawl up at any point, I'll let you know. And obviously, you can play that little bounce right there, but it didn't look good last night. And that's why, because it opened up red today. So crypto is looking really good going in the Friday summit tomorrow. So that is looking nice. And we'll keep an eye on everything. You know that. And I'll keep you guys updated, of course. So there you go. I think we just cruised right through everything. I'm thinking that we got to look at something different, but I'm not sure. And like I said, we cruised through everything right there. If you guys want to look at anything today or let me look at anything, shoot it over. I'll be on here trading again and uploading the videos. For some reason, a couple of the formats, I guess that were in the cloud were weird. I got to just fix them things and get them all up there. So I'll have that done today. I was messing with it last night, but my computer's all good now, thank goodness. So I'm happy about that part and get everything updated on the YouTube so everything's up and current. And then I'm really looking into the live streaming this weekend. I might try to do it through Rumble, and I'll let you guys know if you guys see, I'll shoot out a post. But I'm probably just gonna do a test run and just do like the Mag 7 or something and see what it looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start doing that because that'll Rumble can put it on X and YouTube simultaneously. So I can do it on all three of them with just one. So I just got to figure that out and run it through that. So I'll get that all figured out and we'll have some live streaming plus the spaces and everything else. So that'll be really good. And there you go, everybody. I think that's a good pre-market review. Again, a little red. I'll let you guys know if it does want to bounce up. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. So there you are. All information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And obviously, you want to trade smart and lock in those profits as always, especially on these red days. We do see some poppers. So we generally do. We do pick them out. You know that. But you got to lock in those profits because they do come down fast, just like that GV. I mean, we hit that thing, you overnighters. And keep an eye on it because it could run today. So that could be your runner. And I was saying that yesterday. I said, keep an eye on GV. It's going to be that runner, 428 to 715. It's at 650 right now. And like I said, this thing could be running around today. So that's the one you're going to want to probably keep an eye on for right now, this morning, and mostly today, I bet, or at least in the morning time. So there you go, everybody. There's your pre-market review. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it, especially your Asian Joe Lee for the Joey's Jumpers, laptop travel for our laptop lowdowns and everything else. Jay Kratz and the Rabbit Vol, East Coast Beach Girl, Barbara, Dusty, and who's that? Sologin, somebody, sorry, I butchered your name. G, how are you? And Sydney Adolfo, the Ghetto Stoic and Kyle. And there was one, hold on, what was it? Let me look on my messages real quick. I know it was the medical device one. What is that one? I meant to write it down and look at it. G was asking me about it. WLDS, that was it. WLDS, this one was trying to get set up, guys. So we'll keep an eye on this wearable devices. Just pulling back a little, but it is over that MACD, just pulling back onto it. And we'll have to see. It is under the 20, but I'll keep an eye on this bad boy for you and see the 20 is kind of coming down to it. So it might have a couple days, and that's at like 85. We're at 74 right there for WLDS. So I will keep an eye on that one for you, D, and we'll see what's going on there. Or GT, G, we'll see what's going on there. And yeah, I think it might be rolling off that MACD. So obviously, might be a good one to keep on the list. I looked at it yesterday, so I do like that one, and we'll definitely keep an eye on it. So there you go, everybody. Make sure you trade smart, lock in those profits. Let me know if you're looking at anything today. I'll keep you posted if the SPY wants to turn around or anything. Crypto's looking good, so I'll keep you posted with that. And there you are. So goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.